Welcome to the VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Wake up, get fired up, get geared up, because it is game day. It's been a minute since we've been able to say that. It's game day. It's time to get fired up. Watch this football team go suit up and go compete one last time for the 2022 season. In fact, I think we need to kick it off with this today.
The team makes two saves win. Play forward, make breaks, one comes always score. If it hurts, the game breaks, no get you know it up, put on more steam. Protect our kickers, our quarterback, our lead, our ball game. Ball, obstacles, block, cut, sides, 2 games after this win in. Rush it again, we're here for the first minute. Carry fight, keep it every 6 minutes.
Carry the fight to Clemson and keep it there for 60 minutes. We're going to talk about this football game. As always, do me a favor, go ahead and smash that like button just below the video. It's quick, it's free, it's easy, it helps the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the Talkin VAWLS Network, welcome. We're not experts, we're not insiders, we're not media. We don't talk at you, we talk with you. This channel is for the fans, by the fans. If you like what we do, make sure you subscribe. Click that bell for notifications. You won't miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. Going to be live an hour before kickoff tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, tailgate show. That's where you, the listener, gets to come on and be a part of the show. Also, we'll be live immediately following the game for the post-game show. Last post-game show of the year, so hope you guys will join us for that. But let's talk about it. Tennessee, Clemson, we've talked about this all week long, but it's kind of a weird matchup. You've got two football teams competing in this Orange Bowl, both with a backup quarterback. Clemson starter off to the transfer portal. True freshman ends up taking over the job during the ACC championship. We saw him play some good football, so we'll see if Cade Klubnik is up to the task at hand. Can Tennessee's defense respond? How does Tennessee's defense look without Jeremy Banks? A lot of people like to go back to that South Carolina game where Tennessee got absolutely embarrassed, and they like to point to Jeremy Banks being out. Now, was that part of it? Was it something with the chemistry? Was there something off with that game? I'm not sure. How does Tennessee's defense look without Jeremy Banks? I think a big key to this football game is going to be up front. Can Tennessee get pressure on the young freshman and force him into making mistakes? Because if that front four does not get pressure, I don't know that the back end is going to hold up. I think that is a big key for this Tennessee defense. You go and you can look at the numbers, man. I can rattle off, the lines kind of bounced around. It's back up to Clemson favored by 6. 1 point, it was 6.5. I think it got down to 5, 4.5, somewhere like that, which makes me think a lot of money coming on Tennessee. Some people got some confidence in Tennessee. But we can run down the stats, and I don't even know that they really matter. Tennessee averaging 47.3 points per game, Clemson 34.7. But again, that's with two completely different quarterbacks. You look defensively, Tennessee giving up almost 400 yards per game and 287 coming through the air. Pretty good against the run, and I think the run game could be a big factor in this football game as well. Clemson giving up 331 yards per game. Only 230 through the air, 101 yards given up on the ground per game. But I think it could come down to the run game. That's something Coach Jay, who's a part of this channel, mentioned back on the fan call-in show. He talked about that. Can Tennessee get the ground game going, kind of make things a little bit easier for Joe Milton? Because, we know what Joe is. Some people say, we don't know what we're going to get. Maybe, maybe not. I mean, we've seen Joe last year when the spotlight is on him. Has he grown any since then? And that's something, we've talked about this year. His accuracy has gone up a little bit. Still missed some throws in that Vanderbilt game. But we've only really seen him in that Vanderbilt game. Other than that, it's been mop-up duty when the game was well in hand, or the South Carolina game when he came in, Hendon Hooker goes down. The game was pretty much over at that point. But we know what Joe is. We know who Joe is. Has the accuracy really improved? A lot of us wanted to make excuses, give him an out for that Vanderbilt game. It was raining, bad weather. But we'll see what Joe does. I think a big key, though, is going to be getting the ground game going. Can Jabari Small, Jalen Wright, Dylan Sampson, I don't care which one of the three, get things going on the ground. I kind of talked about this Wednesday night. In addition to that, give Joe some easy stuff. Give him some easy throws, some of those quick sideline throws, stretch the field out, stretch Clemson's defense out thin, get the ball out on the perimeter, make plays, run the football. I'd like to see them utilize the middle of the field a little bit more. I think that's where Joe is more accurate. Something that's interesting to me when you do look at the numbers game, even though Clemson has been favored, again, 6 points right now, it's been up near a touchdown, down around 4.5. The ESPN FPI, and take it for what it's worth, but the majority of the time, percentages, accuracy, numbers, the ESPN FPI, pretty dang accurate. It's showing Tennessee as a 57% favorite to win this game. What do the analytics and the numbers see that Vegas doesn't? What's the difference there? Because, again, when you try to break this game down, it's just so difficult to do. Clemson's got players opted out. Of course, we know who Tennessee's missing. Hendon Hooker, Jalen Hyatt, Cedric Tillman, Jeremy Banks. I mean, that's the leadership of this football game that is either injured or has chosen to opt out. Now, I love what Hendon Hooker's done. I love the fact that he's out in California getting ready for surgery, but he's on Zoom calls with Joe Milton, breaking down the game plan, flies into Florida. He's there with the team. He's there with Joe. He's supporting this football team. That's what a true leader does. But the last thing I want to say about this game, again, we talked about it all week. We've broke it down. We've given our opinions, what we think, what the media thinks. Enjoy tonight. Enjoy it. Football is such a quick season, and that's the primary focus of this channel, is to cover football. And we can talk recruiting all off season long. We can talk transfer portal. We'll get into spring practice in March. We'll talk about the orange and white game. We'll talk about summer throwing sessions. Again, the portal's going to open back up. Then we go into fall camp and we start talking about quarterback competitions and depth charts and all that fun stuff. Football is such a short season, even though we talk about it all year long. You only get a limited number of games, 12 regular season games. Now we've got the bowl appearance. Enjoy tonight. 13 games. Tonight you get to go watch this football team play for one last time at 8 p.m. in the Orange Bowl. An opportunity to go win 11 games. An opportunity to finish in the top 5. People can say whatever they want, that bowl games don't matter. It's not important. Just a glorified scrimmage. You can call it whatever you want. Tennessee's playing for 11 wins tonight. Tennessee's playing for a top 5 spot tonight. So if you think it's irrelevant, if you don't think it matters, that's on you. I think it matters. Let's go finish off the season strong, but also watch this football team compete one last time. This is a special bunch. This is a special group. And I liked that football team last year, but this truly feels like the turning point for Tennessee football. This football team ended the streak against Alabama. What a moment. What a night that we've relived over and over and over on this channel, rewatching the games, watching the clips on Twitter. Sitting number 1 in the college football playoff rankings. And yeah, it didn't go the way we wanted. They didn't finish off the job, but they were still there. They were at the top of the mountain, and nobody can take that away. This has been a special, special bunch of kids that I think, when it's all said and done, we're going to look back on this group and say that's the group. That's the group of guys that got Tennessee football turned around and headed back in the right direction. That's the group that got this fan base united. That's the group that lit that spark back underneath people that had been doubting Tennessee football for years and years and years. People that were turning in their fan cards. People that didn't want to watch anymore. That's the group. That's the group that got Tennessee football back on the map. That's the group that had little kids opening presents from Jalen Hyatt, bawling their eyes out. Hendon Hooker is one of those special kids that now make people want to watch Tennessee football. Little kids out in their front yard are pretending to be Hendon Hooker. That's the beauty of Tennessee football, and it feels good to be back where Tennessee belongs, with a shot to go win 11 games, a shot to go beat Clemson in the Orange Bowl. But I'm telling you, boys, sit down tonight, crack open a beer, and enjoy one last ride with this football team, because I think it is a special team. You guys know what to do. Smash that thumbs up on the way out the door. Hit the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. What's your score prediction for tonight's game? Also, go check out the official merchandise of the Talkin VAWLS Network. You can go to bonfire.com/store/TalkinVAWLS. Any and all support greatly appreciated. We got the brand new presidential campaign shirts. Vote Boogie and Dauber in 2024. All the old favorites are there as well. As always, thank you to all the members of the channel. You guys, the way you support this thing financially, we appreciate it. If you ask yourself, what is a member? Why does he say that all the time? What does that even mean? Well, you can hit that join button down below. As little as 99 cents a month, you become a member of the channel. You get access to custom Talkin' Vols emojis. You get a power T beside your name. We try to highlight your comments in the post-game shows, in the live streams. You also get an opportunity to come on to the fan call-in shows. But you also support what we are trying to do. This is the full-time gig now. This is Boogie's job, full-time YouTube, and it's only because of you guys, the members of the channel, the way you support us. Thank you. We appreciate you. We'll see you tonight for the tailgate show and also immediately following the game. That's going to do it for this one. This is the Talkin' Vols Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.